Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Rajni and today we'll be discussing something fun and another very popular question that I get all the time, which is how to seem more confident. So in this video, I will give you 10 tips which would discuss how you can look and seem more confident if you practice these tips. So let's discuss this. Point number one is fake it till you make it. Now, I have discussed this point before in another video where I was talking about how every one of us gets nervous at one point or another. Sometimes I get nervous too when I am training very senior managers or somebody from top management. So it is normal to feel nervous. However, sometimes in professional settings, we just have to put our brave face forward and we just have to seem like we know what we're doing and we have to look confident. That's just how it is. And what I want you to know is that everybody feels nervous at one point or another. What we do then is we just pretend to seem confident when we are not really feeling too confident inside. So following tips that I will discuss now, the other 9 tips will tell you how you can fake it till you make it. Number 2 is to smile and to look relaxed. So a smile is a tool that can immediately disarm others. So smiling is obviously a good idea because if you stay serious throughout your presentation or when you're talking to somebody, then you may seem too uptight. And if you smile awkwardly, then you might seem a little creepy. So make sure that your body language and your mannerisms are relaxed and you seem cool, like it's effortless. I'm fine, that kind of vibe. So sometimes when you're not really feeling confident, you may want to portray that and you may want to show that to other people that I'm smiling casually and I'm just fine. So smiling and keeping your mannerisms loose and relaxed will give others that impression. Number 3 is to focus on your body language and to make sure that you're not too stiff, where you are standing in the attention pose and not moving your body at all. And on the other hand, you're not too loose and casual either, where you're posing funny or leaning on things. So generally, confident people are in control of their bodies. So make sure that your body language is positive and that you're using the right gestures when you're talking without being excessive or without being too stiff. Number 4 is to practice healthy eye contact. Now you must have heard about psychology and people who read body language, and they say things like when somebody is not making eye contact with you, when they're looking down or looking elsewhere while talking to you, they may be lying and they may not be trustworthy. So these are some of the psychological points that people consider when they are talking to somebody. And if you don't maintain healthy eye contact with the people that you're talking to, then they might feel that you're not a trustworthy person, or you may be lying, or you may not be sure of what you're talking about. So a good idea is to practice a little bit of eye contact. I have spoken about this before, and like I said earlier, you don't have to constantly keep looking at somebody or intimidate them by looking at them too aggressively. Your eye contact should also be relaxed, where you look at somebody and you smile at them while talking, and every so many seconds you can look here and there and then again go back to looking at them and maintaining eye contact while talking to them. Number 5 is controlling your breathing. Now, I've talked about this before where I said that when you get nervous, the first thing that happens is that you start breathing quickly and you start hyperventilating a little bit. So when your breathing is faster and you start talking like this, then that's a very clear sign to anybody who's speaking to you that you are feeling nervous. So one good idea is to always control your breathing and try to breathe slow when you're talking to people, or when you feel like you may get nervous. Make sure that you are aware of your breathing and you're breathing slowly and you don't breathe too fast and get to that hyperventilating state. Number 6 is similar to breathing, and I've spoken about this also before, which is your ROS. Your rate of speech has to be slow as well. Just like your breathing, when your rate of speech, which is how fast you speak, if that also increases, that's another sign that you're feeling nervous. So especially in situations where you feel like you may get intimidated or you're feeling a little nervous, make the conscious effort to slow down. Like I'm talking right now, you can also slow down your rate of speech. So when you want to seem more confident while talking to somebody, make sure that your delivery is slow and that you are stressing on your words, you are taking the necessary pauses, and these are all signs of a good orator as well. So watch any good orator, you would notice that they never speak too fast and they take their pauses, they stress on their words so that the impact is greater. So make sure that you are also controlling your ROS. Number 7 is proactiveness. Now, I believe that people who are sure of themselves, who are sure of their capabilities, and who are self-assured are just more proactive as people. So proactive people are quick, they are looking at places where they can help others, they can do something extra, they are ready to perform, they are ready to take responsibilities. So when you are confident and when you're sure of yourself, then you will be everywhere and you'll be doing a lot of different things. So make sure that you seem proactive at work or at college or wherever you are performing, and you just seem like the kind of person who's quick to do everything, who doesn't second guess himself or herself, and if something needs to be done, then you are the person who would do it. Number 8 is to dress the part. Now, I came across a very apt quote today which said, dress how you want to be addressed. Now, this is absolutely right. The way you dress affects your self-esteem. It affects how you feel about yourself. So if you dress too casually or in a drab manner where you don't really care, you are not really wanting to put in the effort to dress up really well, then that will reflect in your attitude and in your personality. So if you want to seem confident, if you want to look professional, if you want people to give you respect, then it's a good idea to dress the part and to dress the way you want to be treated. So if you're a working professional, I would recommend that you wear formals which are crisp and well fitted, and that you always look the part so that people treat you that way as well. And even if you are in college or university and you're gearing to join the corporate life in some time or in a couple of years, then this is a habit that you may want to inculcate, where you start practicing how you dress to impress, and this can affect, like I said, your self-esteem and your confidence levels as well. So pay attention to how you dress. Number 9 is to treat others with respect. So you just have to remember that you don't have to treat others poorly in order to feel more confident. So how you treat other people, whether they are your peers or your subordinates or even the support staff in your organization, like the housekeeping staff or the pantry staff or the security guards or the receptionist, people that you don't really work directly with, how you treat them also shows how you feel about yourself. Only somebody who is very defensive about their self-confidence, or when they want to overcompensate their underconfidence, is when they would start misbehaving with other people. So I always say this, that people who hold a lot of authority, they don't really need to throw their weight around, and they don't really need to prove to others that I am somebody and you need to respect me. People who automatically get respect are the kind of people who give respect to everyone. So this is something that you may want to follow. And last, but definitely not the least, is to know your stuff. What I mean by knowing your stuff is to know about your core job and to have the adequate knowledge about what you need to do and what your expertise is. Because if you're not sure about what you're supposed to do and if you don't have enough knowledge about your own job profile, then it is unavoidable that you will come across as underconfident or nervous or not sure of yourself. So make sure that when it comes to your job and your job profile, you know enough. In fact, I always say that be proactive and take the initiative to know more than you're supposed to know, so that you can add more value to your position and to your organization. And the more you know, the more confident you would seem. And always put in time to keep adding to your skill set so that you become an expert and you become an SME, and then obviously you would radiate confidence and everybody would see you as their go-to person, and then you would not need to fake the confidence. You would automatically feel more confident. Okay, so those were my 10 tips to help you with your confidence and for you to look more confident. If you feel like this would help you, then please comment below and let me know what you thought of this video. And if you liked the content, then you can even like this video. And I hope that you have subscribed to my channel so that you can watch such videos in the future as well. So thank you for watching this video today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.